G'day. We are going on a little adventure, but we're doing something different. It's a birthday adventure. Yes, it's my birthday today. I didn't tell you guys about it because I wanted just to, I don't know, I'm weird about birthdays. I think every day is your birthday and you should live live the max out of your day, right? And I pretty much do that every day, right? But I don't like hoo-ha over, like people saying, oh, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. I don't know why, this is me. I'm walking around this park looking for my little favourite animal, or one of my favourite animals, the koala bear. I'm going to quickly go to the toilet too. You're like, Dora, why do you always need to tell us about the toilets? I don't know, it's just something I do now. So yes, the toilets facilities are fine, there's toilet paper. And I'm continuing on looking for my little friends. And on kind of greyish kind of day, it's going to be harder to spot them because they are very camouflaged. They're very camouflaged. We're at a place called Bullocky Rest. I've taken you here before on lives and different things. It's beautiful. It's just like 30 minutes away from Brisbane. It's free to get into. No dogs allowed, obviously. Picnic areas, facilities. Did I say koalas? There's koalas. Can't take your dogs here, like I said. So you don't scare away the koalas. But it's just a really beautiful place to come have a barbecue or a picnic. And yeah, if you're lucky, see a koala. Or an excuse for a walk. Same. Such a scenic place. But we're spending all the time looking up. Up and up. And there's me, being a YouTuber, filming myself walking, spinning around. That's me waving at you, just to make sure that, you see me. Do you see me? Did I get in the frame? I have no idea. Did I film myself? I have no idea. You should also be looking for poo. It has been raining, so the poo has probably dissolved, but that does look like a bit pooey, kind of. Yeah, I reckon. Hello, any koalas up there? Hello, koalas. Say hello. Tell me where you are. Tell me where you are. Where are you? Oh, hello. Me looking for koalas. It's my birthday. Did you know that? It's pretty cool. I mean, it's so weird. Like, I'm half excited because it's my birthday, but I don't really care to tell people on my birthday. No. So, we're going to change. This is why I carry lots of crap in my car. Hiking bag. Don't have hiking shoes, but we're not going up any mountains or anything, so normal shoes are fine. What else do I need? But I've got lots of stuff in my hiking bag that is ready for hiking. Oh, like dog light, just in case. Find our spot. Okay. This is the actual first time we've actually worn this backpack, actually. Got a couple of plums for the ride. See a koala, but we can come back and go for a walk on the lower side later. But we're actually going to go for a hike. But we're going to go up this way. So, Forgan Cove is 4.2 k's this way. There's ways to go faster. You don't want to go the full one, which I've done before. But we've got time today. Coming from out there. That's normally where I see the koalas over there. But I never kind of look in here. There's another little section in here. There is another toilet here. This is like a bush toilet. Doesn't smell very nice. It's like a last resort if you need to go to the toilet. Sometimes it might actually be better to do a wild wee. Okay, you got little koalas up here. Oh, there's a nest up there. A bird nest. Couple having a little picnic over there. How romantic. Nope, we didn't find anything, but that's okay. Sometimes it's just the act of looking for them, right? It's not always a given that you're going to see wildlife. If you did all the time, it wouldn't be that exciting, would it? You'd be like, oh, another koala, Head out. You can head out there and over the top here next to the road. Not so glamorous walking along the road, or you can walk down here. me with a bit of mud. So we're going to walk around this way, but if you go that way, that's the fast way over. I sometimes go around this way and then come back that way because it's faster. But today, like I said, we've got more time. So let's walk, let's go. You better come with me, hey? Let's go. So funny. Look at the sky. There's a lot of blue up there. I was wanting to go for a hike up a mountain. I don't know what it is about birthdays and sitting on top of mountains. I've done it a few times. But the mountain I normally go to is Mount Gungun. And it's a bit slippery and slidey when it's wet. So we're not going to be a bloody idiot and, risk that. Because it might look nice right now, but half an hour later, it rains and then you're stuck on top and, you've got to slide your way down. That's a bit silly. So this is why we're doing this walk. I've got a raincoat with me. I've got this hat with me because that one goes over my raincoat so that way I can see. And that way, it's not so big a deal because it's flat. Love the light coming through. I've had some amazing birthdays. I'll share a few with you. Whether I put some photos in, videos in later, I don't know. Probably not. What I was thinking about this morning when I was driving to work was I went to the Philippines and I'd spent the day diving, and it was a bit of a stressful dive because my tank actually ran out of water, or ran out of water. It ran out of air in the middle of the hike, which is not normal, right? So whether I used a lot of air or, the gauge wasn't working very well. But basically I'm underwater and I'm like, something weird's kind of like, I don't know the sensation. And basically I was starved of air, right? And I couldn't figure out what was going on because you're underwater, you just don't know what's going on. And then I grabbed my guide that was near me, thank goodness. That's why they always have guides near you anyway. But I grabbed him and he knew straight away that I had no air. So he gave me the buddy one into my mouth, and then I enjoyed the rest of the dive. But I was like, that was a bit stressful. I mean, you practice buddy dives when you do your open water course, your PADI course. So you do actually practice that. But that was the first time I've actually had to use it in like an emergency. So a little stressful. And then I thought, I had 2 more dives to go. And the next dive, I went to put, plug in all the things, and air, like gas, leaked and it made a whole lot of noise. And I was just like, crap. I'm like, oh my God, thank God that didn't happen when I was down underneath the water. So I'm thinking, great, I'm with a dodgy, dive group. So yeah, that was a bit stressful, but they just swapped it over and gave me another one. And I thought, you know what, if I don't get into the water, I'm never going to go diving again. And I thought, well, chance of this happening again, third time unlucky, but I did it and it was fine. The next dive was fine. And then I think I did one more dive after that and it was fine. But that night I went out with some ladies that I met the day before, a group of people. There were some guys too that I met on the day before on a tour. I did this amazing island tour around the Palawans. It was amazing. Anyway, they didn't know it was my birthday, but they said, let's go out for dinner. It happened to be my birthday night, right? So I had dinner with these lovely people that they didn't even know it was my birthday and they were celebrating with me. So that was kind of nice, actually. I really liked that. And then we exchanged Facebooks. And then that night, they joined me on Facebook and they realised it was my birthday. They're like, oh my gosh, it was your birthday. You know what they gave me? Balut. Have you ever heard of balut? They didn't give it to me, but I tried it. So that was my birthday remembrance of that year was balut and crazy dive experiences. But that was a fun birthday. Just deep breathe in, breathe out, breathe in the bush, breathe out. It's amazing. Over this way it looks quite, we might get a bit of rain. You guys see me walking on the beach a lot, right, in my live streams. But, you know, I don't go to the bush that often. I haven't been hiking in the bush for ages. And I absolutely adore it. And, you know, I thought, you know, it's your birthday. What do you really want to do? You know what? Go hiking. So here I am, hiking in the bush to myself. And I got a little surprise later for you. It's really for me, but you'll see it later. I feel very grateful that I started my morning off, well, with a beautiful sleep, and I woke up right. Some of my friends, sadly, even at the ripe age of 51, are not here to celebrate anymore. So that's, you know, very grateful that I'm healthy. But Diego made me a cup of tea. I was actually about to get up to go walking on the beach, right? And he comes in with a cup of tea and a bowl of beautiful fruit and coconut yogurt. So tasty. It was really nice. And then I got to spend my morning with some of my dear friends on YouTube, and they didn't even know it was my birthday, which was kind of nice, right? There was Susan. Susan knew it was my birthday, but I told her, don't tell anyone. Shh. And it was Debbie Sue. Who else was there? Kirsty was there. I believe Em was there. Maddie was there. Oh, it's raining. Convenient, there's a chair there. Let's set that up. All right. This is why I bought this backpack. And then I also need my raincoat. Somewhere in here. Yep, my raincoat. Alright, let's put this one on first. Whoops. Black wolf. There we go. And then tie that up. Go. Okay, that's good. And then I'm going to light. Okay, well, lucky we didn't go to the mountain, right? Ah, we don't have any pockets, but we'll put that into somewhere. Right. There we go. Oh, good. I'll put that in my pocket here. Whoops. I forgot about my phone. It's quite nice when it's raining. I think it's only just spitting because I think the canopy's stopping a lot of it. Okay, so rain jacket, good. Hat, good. Wow, the thingamajig at the back, well, we'll find out later. I'm sure it's fine. I've had a black wolf backpack before and I really, really liked it. I wish I could have got the same design, but it doesn't exist anymore. This one's same size, but just different kind of pockets and zippers and stuff in different places. Just getting used to it, right? We're raving mad. Not really, but we're dancing. We're dancing and hiking. Diego asked me, what do you want to do for dinner for your birthday? And I went, like, oh, well, you know, would you go out for, you know, to the Rustic Olive or, you know, one of the local restaurants? And at first I was like, yeah, let's do that. But we've got chops, lamb chops, that we defrosted yesterday. We didn't have last night. If we don't have them tonight, we've got to have them tomorrow. But I'm going out to see a movie tomorrow night. I'm going to see my MJ, right, with Mel. So I was like, oh, you know what? Let's stay home. Let's have lamb chops at home. Our oven works now. The grill to the top doesn't work, the gas top, but we can actually put something in the oven. So we're going to have roasted vegetables with lamb chops for dinner. So this hike will make me really hungry, so I'm looking forward to dinner. So I've unzipped the raincoat, taken the hood off the head. It's getting a bit hot under there. I think we'll stop raining, but it's probably going to rain again, so I'll just leave everything on. Shannon, this is the hike that if we had more time, I would have taken you on. So at the start we could have looked for koalas, we would have went for a hike, came back, had a barbecue, then looked for some more koalas. Yeah, it's a really nice location, this area. It's also really nice when you're hiking is to just stop, just look around you. Not necessarily for koalas, right? Just look. What do you see? Ferns. I'm in kind of a gully. The hill up there. Beautiful trees. The sky. You can hear the birds. Just completely resets your nervous system there. I think I was craving that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Wild. Wild. I'll get a photo of that. Could be a giant kid. Oh, my feet are wet anyway, right? My socks are sloshing or anyway. It says kids are the only ones that can jump in puddles, right? Oh well. And then we have a little bit of a hill. And what do you see when you go up a hill, Dora? I love hills, hills love me. I love hills, hills love me. So we've done 3.5 already, back to Bullocky Rest. And to finish it off, we go to Forgan Cove, 0.5. So this is not an overly hard hike, but it's not flat, right? All right, we're going to do a jumping for joy. And we are at the end. So if you walk down to this way a bit more, there's another set of toilets and you can launch your kayak over that way. But that's it. Then you can park the car and go walk this way. You can walk back this way, that's the fast way. But we'll walk back this way. And you know that surprise I was talking about? Right, let me pull out the surprise. Okay, that works. In my pocket. Alright, ready? Can you hear that? turn you off because I haven't got much battery left. I'm halfway back to the car and I haven't even touched my phone because I swear it's just playing the steel tongue drums and just the noise, ding, and just the sounds of nature. Something else, honestly. Feels so nice. Again, really good for the nervous system, right? And conveniently sized, I can carry it in my backpack. I've taken it on a couple of different hikes, and especially by a rainforest, especially by a waterfall, and the sounds of the waterfall and the sounds of the drum. It's really, really special. I've just been literally zoned out and just walking and looking at the trees, humming. It's quite nice. Rocks. Another really grateful birthday I've had was my 33rd birthday. I was in Egypt, and the morning of my 33rd birthday, I went up in a hot air balloon over the Valley of the Kings. So where all the Tutankhamun, all the famous Egyptian kings were buried. Very, very cool. Very cool experience, actually. It was my first time ever going up in a hot air balloon, so that was really cool. Followed by a very, very hot day in Luxor. Very, very hot. I think I might have even had a bit of heat stroke. It was so hot. There was donkey riding. I actually decided to not do the donkey riding because the donkey was very small and skinny. So I walked beside the donkey and gave my apple and my fruit to the donkey. Yeah, poor donkeys. And then I saw Tutankhamun's. I saw Tutankhamun's basically tomb and went inside and saw his mummified. His mummy. I saw him lying there mummified. Very interesting. Very interesting. Followed by, in the evening, my friend Kate and I went on a horse and cart ride. The horses were very well maintained, must say. They were very healthy looking. That's a very big thing to do. Make sure that, any animal you're going to ride or something like that, they look healthy. So the guy that was riding the horse, or I guess riding the, carting us around on the cart, he was a really nice guy. We got to know him, and he invited us over to meet his wife and his family. And we had tea and coffee, I think we had tea and biscuits in an Egyptian family's home. It was really, really sweet. It was such a sweet experience. And I believe we went to the ballet that night. Yeah. That was a cool day. Oh, actually, that's another thing. I was with paid friends. It was actually my first Gap Adventure tour I'd ever done. Since I have not done any more Gap Adventures since this time. So since my 23rd birthday, no, my 30th. I haven't done one since my 33rd birthday. And that year, I did two more. I did two in South America on that same trip. But since then, I haven't done any. I'm not opposed to it, but, I just get a load and plan it and do it myself, right? So my tour guide at lunchtime brought out a birthday cake and they sang me happy birthday. Kind of nice, right? And then I got an email from my boss in Australia with a photo of all my workmates with a cake that said happy birthday Moriara. Is that not beautiful? They're celebrating in Australia without me. Very cool. One of my friends, Susie, actually made a cake and brought it to work and organised all my friends in my work to get a photo. Very special actually. It's a great memory. I'm on low battery mode since when I started off my hike. It was quite low to start with. It just reminded me that I've got 20% left. Look at the colour of this tree. I know it's wet, but it's kind of like a green tinge. Interesting. There's a few things we do when we go hiking, and one of them is hugging a tree. It's a thing. Try it. It's pretty good. They say your stress levels go down a couple of levels when you hug a tree. And back to the car. So we've moved the car, quickly ran to the toilet because we definitely needed to go to the toilet. And now we're going to try to see if we can find. This is normally the area you can find them. Sometimes you see them up there, sometimes here. Different areas. Like I think when I was here with Shannon, we saw them somewhere like around here. I haven't found one over this way yet. It's getting dark too. It's 5 o'clock. I've still got cake and a cup of tea. Then I'm going to sit down and just, well, there's not going to be a sunset, but that's okay. I just thought, let's see if we can find a koala. I mean, that would be like a real present, right, for my birthday. Come with me. See up there? He's actually looking at us. Can you see him? Hello. Hey, little koala. It's my birthday. Can you sing me happy birthday? Oh, hello. Hello. Yeah, those birds are very loud. They're annoying, aren't they, to you? They wake you up. Hello, little... Okay, I'll turn it around. Oh, she's looking right at me. On this tree here, follow that one all the way up. And there she is. Now we've got to zoom in. Zoom, zoom. And there you go. We have a koala bear. It's getting a bit dark, so you can't really see her. You see, they're very camouflaged. Hey! So they're nocturnal, so she's probably getting ready to come down. Maybe right, not this minute, but she's thinking about it. Not when I'm down, not when I'm here though. She's looking at me going, what the hell? God, all those galahs flying around. God, look them down. Wow. Okay, they're very loud. I'm sorry, little panda bear. They're waking you up. I know. You're moving around a bit, aren't you? Okay, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you for my present. I mean, this is a treat, right? A hike after work. Seeing a koala in the tree. And now I'm going to have a bit of cake with a cup of tea. And then I'm going to go home and have a nice roast vegetables and lamb. I mean, I feel very, very grateful. What a great birthday. Back to the car. Let's get our cake. Steaming hot. Yum. Then we have some black forest cake. Now, I have that fork. Oh. All right. It's my birthday and I can cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to. But I'm not going to, because I've got cake. Black forest cake. and a cup of tea. Got the animals squawking around me. We just saw a koala. We did some hiking. We've had a beautiful day. This cake looks so good. Such a beautiful place. Barbecues and our little koala friends way down there somewhere. I came home and I had a beautiful roast vegetables and lamb. Cheers with Diego. And then after dinner, a surprise. My friends Mel and Phil came over and we had cake. Woohoo! Birthday cake. It's my birthday. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Mum and Dad. Wherever my dad is, he's hugging me, I know. When I hike, I hear him talking to me. A lot more louder than I normally hear, because he loved the bush. Probably why I felt like I needed to go for a hike today. Thanks, Mum, for having me. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.